The tiger is an apex predator that feeds mostly on ungulates like deer and wild boar. It is a territorial and solitary but gregarious predator that requires huge continuous regions of habitat to meet its prey requirements and offspring rearing. Have you ever seen a tiger hunt a python? What about a crocodile? If you like tigers, even if you don't, it's time to watch as we count down 14 incredible tiger battles got on film. Number 14. Tiger versus cow. Tigers will hunt whatever they can get their paws on, so if they happen to come across a bunch of cows, they will definitely take a go at it. In our first clip, this overweight tiger seems to have hit the jackpot as this cow is placed in its enclosure. The tiger begins the chase, but it is extremely slow, so it takes a bit of time for it to catch up to the cow. What I don't understand is that there are spectators watching this hunt. Is this a new concept for a circus I haven't heard about? I guess it is, because a tractor removes the dead cow after the kill. I honestly didn't think humans could stoop so low, but I guess I'm not surprised. These tigers live in a tiger resort because tigers are lone hunters, so having many tigers in the same place can only mean one thing. It's lunchtime at the tiger resorts. Finally, this tiger sneaks up on a cow and tackles it from behind. The cow fights back, but the tiger is too powerful. The cow succumbs and the tiger eats. Number 13. Tiger versus tiger. Tigers would hunt each other if there is a reason, but it is not in their nature. The felines compete for a territory, and they ferociously defend that territory from other tigers. They may expand their territory to include places with a healthy prey base. These two tigers are involved in a crazy fight, but that's because they share the same enclosure. However, two tigers fighting can be cute, just like these two little ones in this video. Next, these two tigers seem to be gearing up for a conflict as they study one another, slowly circling each other. Is anything going to happen, or is this part of a friendly ritual? In this video, two tigers stare at one another on this roadside until they clash and go at it furiously. Now this is a battle worth filming. They get back up again and being the staring game once more. Until the next episode, which we don't get to see. Finally, another violent clash of epic proportions occurs when this huge tiger flanks another tiger and they go at it for a few seconds, until one of the tigers stays laying down on the ground. Number 12. Tiger versus deer. Tigers consume a wide variety of prey, from insects to elephant calves. Large-bodied prey weighing 45 pounds or more, such as deer, represent an important part of their diet. In our first video, this tiny deer tries to escape the grips of this tiger, but the tiger makes the kill. Next, a huge tiger needs at least 12 pounds of meat every day to survive. This tiger-filled watering hole may appear to be an all-you-can-eat buffet, but this tiger requires stealth and quickness to make the kill. He gallops across the water, which already makes it harder, but it's also more difficult for the deer to escape, and the tiger eventually catches up to one of the deer and makes the kill. It must be so intimidating for the deer when they see a beast like that run across the water to kill them. So much so that it wouldn't surprise me if some of the other deer freeze out of total fear. Deer work together in groups and warn one another if danger is lurking in the horizon. However, once a tiger isolates a deer, especially a young one, it's time to say the Our Father a few times. Finally, this deer becomes lunch for this tiger that lives in a wildlife sanctuary. I guess they have to feed the tigers live animals, so it mimics their life in the wild. Either that, or the deer wanted to see if the tiger could catch it. Number 11. Tiger versus wild boar. Tigers will hunt wild boar if they have to, but the wild boar is not an easy prey to capture. So if there is something more appealing on the menu, tigers will avoid hunting the wild boar. Nonetheless, the tiger is such a powerful hunter that no matter what animal it targets in the wild, it's almost a sure kill. And you can see it for yourself in this video that this wild boar didn't last long. Next, this young tiger jumps out of the water to attack this huge male wild boar. The tiger is inexperienced, nervous, and indecisive, but gets the job done. The only problem is it doesn't kill the boar and it begins chewing on its back while the boar is still alive. Another wild boar is biting the dust, and as this tiger is trying to bring it down, just the squealing of the animal is enough to make your heart pound. Our next wild boar that finds the end of the road is ambushed by a tiger and brought down. It's obvious that tigers rule the land wherever they go. Number 10. Tiger versus leopard. Leopards can be killed by lions, hyena groups, or painted dogs in Africa, and by a tiger in Asia. Leopards go to tremendous pains to avoid being spotted by predators, hunting at different times and often pursuing different prey than their competitors, as well as resting in trees. A tiger, known to local researchers as ST3, can be seen crossing the road with a leopard's carcass in its mouth after a brief fight in the woods. Tigers have been known to kill other predators, even bears, and the leopard's diminutive size shows it's a subadult. Number 9. Tiger versus bear. Tigers hunt huge animals such as deer, moose, wild boar, and yes, bears. Although predominantly Himalayan bears, the latter account for 5% of all major meals on the tiger's menu. When natural prey becomes scarce in Russia, the Siberian tiger turns towards the brown bear for nourishments. Siberian tigers and North American grizzly bears are solitary hunters. The Siberian tiger, on the other hand, is capable of taking down a large meal and is the main predator over their grizzly. Tigers have an even easier time with sloth bears, except when it is a mother sloth bear protecting her young. Watch how this mom fights the tiger like it's the last day of their life, and this is no short battle. The bear takes it to the tiger, so much so that the tiger eventually gives up and says to himself, "This is way too much trouble." The baby sloth cheers his mother on after the victory. Next, these two tigers advance toward the Asiatic bear, but the bear stands up and confronts the tigers. The tigers keep marching like they're on a mission, but neither one of them jumps the bear. I'm guessing it's not as easy as it looks. Another sloth bear tiger confrontation, but this time the sloth bear chases the tiger away, and even though there are two tigers, they don't bother pursuing the bear. This next clip is funny. This tiger sneaks up on this large sloth bear, and the minute the tiger is about to jump the bear turns around and growls and chases the scared tiger away. Sometimes the hunter becomes the hunted. So far, we have seen the sloth bear stand up to lone tigers, but when a group of tigers attacks one bear, like in this video, the bear, or any other animal for that matter, has very little chance of surviving. Finally, a mother sloth bear accidentally walks up to a watering hole already occupied by a tiger. The tiger is annoyed by her presence and follows her quickly, but since her cubs are not far away, the bear chases the tiger back into the water. Number 8. Tiger versus crocodile. Although a tiger can kill a crocodile, it is an extremely intelligent and cautious animal. In the sense that it analyzes how much harm it can take, it is conservative. It will not continue the search if it believes it will sustain too much damage. In this first video, the crocodile makes the mistake of trying to steal a tiger's kill. So the tiger climbs on the crocodile's back and takes care of business. It shows that no animal is safe from a tiger, not even a crocodile. Next, a tiger follows a crocodile into the marsh, when a crocodile suddenly makes a splash in the water. This doesn't faze the tiger one bit, as it continues its walk into the marsh and lays down. Where is the crocodile hiding? A tiger will go as far as picking up a dead animal in the water where crocodiles hang out. This tiger does exactly that, and it is fearless in doing so. Next, this tiger sneaks up on this crocodile, but once it gets close to it, it continues walking. In this video, you can see a tiger trying to pull a crocodile out of the water, but it's having a lot of trouble doing so. Although tigers are powerful and can take on crocodiles, crocodiles are no pushovers, and tigers are not always successful in their endeavors. Number 7. Tiger versus buffalo and bovines. Tigers are dangerous predators. It took only a few seconds for this huge male tiger known as a Raja to kill this water buffalo in front of the tourists. It's quite frightening how quickly it dispatched of the water buffalo. Only hick was the other buffalo's complicated matters by attacking the tiger. The tiger left the dead buffalo to chase the other buffaloes, which all ended up ganging up on the tiger. This left the tiger no other choice but to abandon the carcass of the dead buffalo. Perhaps he would go back later, that is if the carrion had not been devoured by the scavengers. You can see this tiger chase this white cow, and it has no trouble bringing it down. Once again, the tiger named Raja claims another life as it kills this adult gaur. Gaurs are the largest bovine in the wild, and this does not happen very often. Instead of bringing the female gaur down, the tiger uses his muscular forelimbs to control her neck and clamps his vice-like jaws around her throat. His 4 3-inch dagger-like fangs plunge firmly into her throat, pushed in by the tiger's formidable jaw muscles. The tiger quickly leaps to his feet, keeping his back to the gaur. He guarantees her dangerous hooves are helplessly grounded and sharp horns pushed away from him by tugging vehemently in reverse gear. The tiger waits almost calmly, his jaws securely fastened, choking the victim gradually. Within 3 minutes, the gaur has collapsed and died from strangulation. This tiger did not use a stealthy flank attack or pull the prey to the ground. His predatory prowess makes the terrible deed appear almost serene. Despite her appearance, the gaur cow is 2 to 3 times the weight of the 440-pound cat. This male tiger, like a professional wrestler, has clearly learned a unique method for subduing a heavier opponent. Number 6. Tiger versus human. A tiger turning to human prey is a rare occurrence. A tiger usually makes one large kill every week, and humans aren't usually on the menu. On the other hand, tigers are poached by humans for 2 main reasons. They're a threat to animals and people, and for monetary gain. Tigers were once hunted for their furs. In this video, this tiger attacks its handler during a training exercise and injures him badly. The trainer was fighting for his life after being brought to the hospital. It looks like fun times when humans play around with tigers, but they are ticking time bombs. Tigers, no matter how well they are trained, can turn on a human in seconds, and when that happens, it can be mortal. Finally, in this tiger sanctuary, a bus full of tourists takes these people on a tour of the location, but the tigers are extremely curious and they don't want to see what's inside the bus. How terrifying is that? Could the tigers break into the bus? I don't think so, but the idea of it happening is amusing. Just kidding. Number 5. Tiger versus antelope. Tigers are ambush predators who prefer to sneak up on their prey before springing into action and biting them in the neck or the back of the head to kill them. Tigers like to hunt antelope, and in this clip, you can see how easily this tiger puts this antelope down with its paws. The antelope wasn't even able to stab the tiger with its horns, even though they were well placed on the tiger's chest. Once the tiger put the antelope down, all it had to do was place its powerful jaws on its neck and wait for it to suffocate, before having it for lunch. In this next clip, this tiger seems to observe the antelope without trying to attack it. I don't understand why the antelope doesn't just take off. It runs fast and maybe would have a chance of escaping by running, but just standing there, it's only a matter of time before the tiger strikes. And there you go, the tiger goes for the kill and the antelope can't do a darn thing about it. Next, this tiger is for some reason biting the butt of this sandbar deer. The deer remains stoic, except for when the tiger decides it's had enough and wants to finish the job. Bon appetit! Number 4. Tiger versus elephants. Though tigers are unlikely to hunt down elephants because they travel in herds and solitary male elephants are too large and powerful for a single tiger to handle, there have been numerous documented instances where tigers have successfully hunted down adult elephants, though they are more likely to hunt younger calves. In this first clip, this tiger taunts this elephant with a passenger on its back. The tiger has no chance of success, but like a typical cat, it tries to scare it off the elephants. The elephant eventually ignores the tiger and walks away. When you see them one next to another, it's incredible how such a big tiger is dwarfed by this massive elephant. It just goes to show how gigantic elephants are. In our next video, this tiger takes its attack to another level as it actually jumps a man sitting on an elephant and injures his arm. You can see the man holding his arm in the air. I hope it's not too badly damaged for his sake. Next, watch how this elephant herd surrounds his baby calf so it's protected from this tiger. The tiger slowly approaches the herd, and it knows they're hiding something, but it asks itself, what can it be? The elephant charges directly for the tiger, and from the looks of it, I don't think it's the tiger's lucky day. This next video is not what it seems. We can see a tiger pulling out a baby elephant carcass, but the tiger did not make the kill. You can see the baby's mother is also dead right to the calf. These two were killed before, and the tiger took advantage of it. Finally, watch this lone tiger run for its life when it turns around and notices a massive elephant coming its way. Number 3. Tiger versus python. Tigers are not known to consume snakes. Wildlife specialists say that the tiger may eat them due to a lack of food, but it isn't on their usual menu. In our first clip, this black and white footage shows a tiger wrestling a huge python. The fight looks even and the two animals are just going at it until they split up. The tiger is exhausted and decides it's time for a drink. Next, another black and white python versus tiger fight, but this time it looks like the snake is getting the upper hand and suffocates the tiger to death. How often do we see this type of ending when a tiger is involved? In this next video, in color this time, this python seems to be blocking the road and the tiger carefully walks back and forth, making sure it doesn't disturb the reptile. Is the tiger mustering up a way attacking the snake, or is it just trying to figure out how and can get to the other side? In this video, a family of tigers is enjoying a little picnic and they brought along some python meat for lunch. What could be better than a family outing and a great lunch? Finally, this tiger fiddles with what looks to be a large snake in the bush, but we never quite see the snake and the tiger doesn't seem all that interested either. Number 2. Tiger versus lion. In a fight with a lion, an animal trainer who has dealt with both lions and tigers asserts that tigers will nearly always win and will prove to be the stronger fighter. A tiger is bigger than a lion in size. Most experts would prefer a Siberian or Bengal tiger over an African lion. I'm not sure who thought it was a good idea to put this tiger in the same enclosure as these lions, but a fight ensues and it appears to be quite even. But I'm not sure why the female lion tried to bite the male lion. I heard rumors that this brawl erupted when the tiger wanted to date one of the females, and the lion urged him to go for a walk, which it didn't, so a vicious fight was the result. In our next clip, a huge male Siberian tiger strikes a lioness that has wandered into his domain. The pride's male lion, on the other hand, has taken notice of the situation. The male lion leaps in to save his lioness from the larger tiger and wrestles the tiger to the ground without fear or hesitation. At the end of the day, the tiger submits. This lion appears to be on the offensive in this next clip, while the tiger continues to back up. When these two fight it out, they are fairly matched, therefore it may be anyone's fight. Why do these animals share the same enclosure? I don't think any of the two felines wins this next fight, as they each give their opponents a few good slaps. Next, this lion takes it to this tiger in this kind of circus environment. The two scuffle lightly for a few seconds, and then it's the end of that. When the lion got close to the tiger, you could see the difference of size between the two and how much larger the tiger is. Finally, the following footage is from a 1933 film in which a tiger and a lion fight. This appears to be the unedited version, but I'm not sure how accurate it is. I'm surprised to see tigers and lions in the same enclosure at so many zoos. Seriously, how do these folk obtain employment as zookeepers? Number 1. Tiger versus monkey. They've been known to devour elk, deer, lynx, and even bears. But if they can't get their paws on some interesting prey, Siberian tigers will consume rabbits, fish, and whatever rodents they can get their hands on if huge amounts of meat are not readily accessible. They may even go for the occasional monkey when there's a shortage of food. In our first video, this tiger is standing on top of a tree trying to get to this little monkey. I never knew tigers could climb trees. The monkey is hanging by a thread, but I'm wondering why it's not attempting to flee by jumping to another tree. I'm sure the tiger isn't agile enough to follow it. The monkey tricks the tiger and climbs above it as the tiger slowly falls to the ground, looking up at the monkey wondering what went wrong. Next, a tiger walks with a dead monkey in its mouth. I guess times are rough and the tiger will eat whatever it can. In this video, the tiger sneaks up on a monkey and chases it for a few seconds before catching up to it and snatching it for its cub following right behind. To get the upper hand on a troop of monkeys, the tiger needs patience and expertise. Quietly sneaking up on the tiny primates, it looks like that this tiger has earned his stripes when it comes to stealth. This countdown demonstrates the true power of the tiger and just how dominating it is. My favorite has to be when the tiger jumped the man on the elephants. I feel bad for the man, but it was a spectacular attack. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 14 incredible tiger battles caught on film. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notifications icon so we can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.